I'm gonna get close because here's the thing. Obviously, what I'm about to say can be taken with a grain of salt. Why? Because I don't have a ring. I'm just fed up. I'm tired of dating y'all. I said it. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is my 5th video. I really just kind of wanted to come in here and rant to y'all about relationships, okay? Because I'm on my wit's end with them. I have a list of things that I wanted to talk about. First, we have to define some things, mostly for me. Can somebody please tell me, what is the talking stage? Who created it? Why'd y'all create it? Who told you that was something that needed to be done? Because every time I talk to somebody about it, they have a different response. Talking is talking to multiple people. Talking is having intimate conversations with just one. Is it mutually exclusive, or is it, like, what is it? I honestly think somebody just created it, and I'm sick of y'all because it's simply because of the mob mentality. Now all of a sudden everybody's in the talking phase, and I
can't do it. I can't.
I like to say that I get to know people. It's so much easier. Why can't we just say that? I'm getting to know people. What? You're what? Y'all are aggravating. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so let's just get started. Number one, I think it's important before anybody talks about a relationship to understand what they want out of a relationship, or more specifically, what qualities do they want the person that they're with to have. I know for me, one of the biggest things is I need somebody that's honest. I've spent way too much time with liars, and I don't have the tolerance for it. I don't. If you lie to me because you know you're about to propose, and so I ask you, like, where you going, and you say I'm going to the movies, that's okay, because you're really going to get my ring. But if I consistently ask you, who's been blowing up your phone, and you say it's your mother, and you know damn well it's not, come on now. Come on now. Number two is you have to be a great communicator. Why? Because I am. Like, I over communicate, and maybe that's because I'm a teacher, and so we do that with parents. So I'm just so accustomed to giving you probably more information than you originally asked for, and or maybe even want to know. But if you text me and you text me at like 2 p.m. and I respond by 2:30, and you don't respond till like 11 o'clock at night, don't even start the conversation. Okay? And I get it, like, sometimes it happens once in a blue moon, but I've gotten to know a couple guys where that's like their thing. To me, it just irritates me. That irritates me to the fullest, to the point where it's like, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, you might as well, if you are comfortable with doing that to me, then you might as well delete my number, because I promised you, if it happens again, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to disappear. And I'm not even going to, like, because I hate when people ghost, because I think it's the most childish thing in the book. Like, because we're all adults. I mean, I hope we're all adults. I'm not dating any kids, and I hope y'all aren't dating any kids. So if we're adults, and we're talking to each other, and we're communicating with each other on a consistent basis, and you feel for whatever reason that you no longer want to communicate, it's nothing to say, hey, I really don't see this going anywhere. The end. And I mean, my feelings might be a little hurt, but at least I wouldn't be sitting around. People will sit around and wonder, where did this person go? Like, first of all, I'm not Issa, and you are not about to Nathan my behind. So you need to tell me, hey, this is just not working out. And I just think that's, like, it's such a small thing, and I don't know why people can't do it. Is it uncomfortable? Yeah. But it's even more uncomfortable to be the other person on the end trying to figure out, like, what happened. And then in this day and age, I mean, people just crazy. The world's going, just all sorts of stuff is happening. People start to get worried, and the whole time you're at home just not wanting to talk to them. Now, you know, the least you could do is let them know. And I know you know, don't shoot the messenger, because I know some of my friends will be like, oh, you don't owe them a response and they don't owe you a reason. I get it, I do. Which brings me to my next thing of being consistent. I think actually that's probably my number one thing, is consistency, because if you can't be consistent, if you are not consistent, then that's another reason why just don't talk to me. Okay? Because if you're interested in somebody, then you're gonna want to talk to that person. And so if you're just one of those people that are just looking for people to blow up your phone just so you can say you got messages, no sir, not me. I don't want to be one of those. I'm gonna be done. Like, I think I'm getting to a point where I'm really fed up. Like, I'm really fed up. And it's not because I'm picky, or because I really think that I'm only asking for things that basic people want. Like, and I know, like, just conversations with my friends, like, these are basic needs in a relationship, or a dating ship, or a situationship, or just some whatever type of ship is basic, you know? Like, why would you want to be with somebody who's not fulfilling your needs? If you want a relationship where both parties are being benefited, then you deserve that, you know? But the problem is, too many of y'all are not being clear on your intentions, right? You're saying one thing, but you really want the other. Or you're not saying anything at all because you don't want to scare them away, or for whatever reason. And y'all are just matching with people who you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment at all, okay? Because you want a relationship and he's looking for a friend, or she wants a friend and you want a buddy. It's just, so y'all are pairing up with people who are never going to be able to fulfill what you need, and now y'all resent each other because you got two different ideas going on. Ew. Y'all are living two different little lives, okay? And it's not meshing. And I'm no coach, because like I said earlier, I don't have a ring. Nobody's giving me their last name. So therefore, you got to take this with a grain of salt. The next thing is love language. There are about 5 of them, right? I used to think that words of affirmation was my love language.
My mom already told me I was fine. Oh, you ain't have to tell me.
I was pretty sure it was. If you could tell me that you missed me, you loved me, you cared about me, I was important to you, all that feel-good conversational pieces, if you told me that, I was A-okay, and I was probably always going to be around. Now that I've grown up and matured and realized that there are some people who use words of affirmation and that's all they bring to the table. Words. You gotta have some sort of action behind it. So although, like, I do like words, I am a words of affirmation person, I'm more about quality time. You need to come over, we need to go do things, we need to spend time together. And when I walk away from our time together, I need to be fulfilled in one way or the other. As in, don't get nasty on me, I just need to be satisfied with the time we spent together. Like, did we go on an adventure? Did we have fun? Did I laugh? Like, I love laughing. Who doesn't like to laugh? And I want to be able to walk away from that, or walk away from you knowing, like, hey, I had a good time. Because if you're hanging around somebody and you're not having a good time, why are you hanging around them? Communication is probably another big one for me. And I'm going to tell you why. I talked to a guy, I kid you not, for 8 weeks straight. He only said 2 things to me a day. Good morning, good night. Good morning, good night. I have my mother for that. I have my father for that. I have my sister for that. I have my best friends for that. I don't need you for that. I was like, it got to the point where I was like, aren't you bored? Because I know I am. Because at this point, you're just checking in, and you're not even checking in. We're not holding any type of conversation. I'm a talker. I can go and go and go and go and go. It's like word vomit, okay? So if I can talk to you, I just want somebody who can hold a conversation. Like, what are we talking about? I understand, like, there are people who will start, you know, WYD, what are you doing, as a, you know, just like a little starter piece. But if the conversation only consists of 10 WYDs a day, it's gonna drive me insane. What are you doing? I'm doing the same damn thing I was doing 20 minutes ago when you asked me. Dating apps. I cannot tell people not to go on dating apps. I know people where it's worked really well for them. I know where it's like a waste of time, but also it's a distraction. Like, I just want to talk to somebody, or I just want to meet up with somebody, and that's fine. For me, I will never go on a dating app. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. I don't know how it is. I don't know who it is. But for me personally, in this day and age, or honestly any day and age, I'm not going to meet up with a stranger. I'm not doing it. I am not a meet me at the coffee shop, see you around the block. That's not me, okay? Because y'all are crazy. There's some crazy people out here. I watch way too much How to Get Away with Murder, way too much Criminal Minds. I do not have time to be on 2020. For those of you who use, what is it, Plenty of Fish, Bagel Meets Donut, BlackPeopleMeet.com, Christian Mingle, eHarmony, Match.com, Tinder, all the other ones, just not for me. I can't do it. The next thing on my list, I like a family-oriented person, like, and that doesn't mean that I need to be around your family, but if you talk about your family, if you love hanging around your family, that's a big one. It's okay to be like, skirt. It's not okay, hold on, because I was about to say it's okay to be a mama's boy. You should have a good relationship with your mother and your father and your guardians and whoever is that person that took care of you. You should have a good relationship with them. They should not be a huge influence over your decisions in the relationship. There are boundaries. There's only been one relationship that I've had where I've had an amazing relationship with his mother and his family, and it was great. Okay, so I love that. So I know for a fact that I want to be able to be at your house. I want to be able for you to come over mine. I don't know, like, I don't know how people flourish in relationships where it's like, oh, his mom does not like me, or his dad hates me, or how does that work? I'm big with my family, like, and anybody who's ever dated me or been in a relationship with me, like, they know, like, my family is my whole life. So if I can't bring you home, then you gotta go. Other than that, your intentions, and that's it. Then I'm gonna get off my pedestal because this video is gonna be way too long, and honestly, y'all didn't come here for this. I think it's totally fine if you are talking to somebody and then you go into it like, hey, I know we just met, but what are your intentions? Do you want a boyfriend? Do you want a girlfriend? Are you looking for something serious? Are you going for more casual? Are you just looking for a friend? Some people are genuinely just looking for a friend, like they just do a platonic friendship, and that's cool. Other thing, I understand that friendship should be a great foundation in any relationship. But I think there's a very sticky line, like I think there's a very fine line of dating your friends, okay? Because who your best friend is might not, let me rephrase that. You and so-and-so could be great with your friendship. That does not necessarily mean that they're gonna be great as your lover, okay? If you and Jimmy have been ride or die since you were in diapers and he knows everything about you, that does not necessarily correlate to Jimmy being an amazing husband and always being there for you. Sometimes, and I've done this, I did this in my very first relationship, I did this, and it was a hot mess, and I ended up losing somebody very important to me because once you cross that line, it was, I'm not saying you can't go back to that because I know people who have, but we were not able to go back once we crossed that line. So, am I a therapist? No. Am I a licensed relationship coach? No. Do I have enough relationships to where I feel like I can successfully mentor you all? No. This was mostly for me because, like I said, I'm fed up and I just needed to rant, and my friends are tired of hearing the same things. I don't want you to think like, here's another woman going on another rant about what men are doing wrong. It's not that. This goes for women too, because I know there are plenty of women who do the same shit, for lack of a better word. Do the same shit. So, you know, be fed up with me. We're all in this together, okay? And if you have any good advice, feel free to let me know. Subscribe, message me, give me all the advice because honey knows I need it. Other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.